Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right.
Okay, guys, I think I fixed it. I'm so sorry. I thought I had everything fixed just right, and it wasn't. So, thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate every one of you. Tam, those little clips were made by Mo for our channel. So I love them. I absolutely love them. How's everybody doing today? I'm so sorry that I haven't been on lately. My family's been going through a really hard time. Can everyone hear me okay? I have my new mic out, and um, I'm hoping everyone can hear me okay. If you can't, just let me know. Get my stuff here. Okay. Um, hey, Katie. Katie, Texas girl. Hey, Mo. Hey, Feisty Redhead. Hey, Tucker Noel. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. There's just a few things I wanted to discuss today. Um, hey, Tara Patricia. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. I've got two things I wanted to discuss with you all, okay? And we'll just get right into them. And tomorrow at 12 Central Standard Time, Mo and I are going to go live about Quentin Simmons case. There are a lot of things going on in that case that don't add up. It's giving me a lot of Casey Anthony vibes. It's giving me a lot of Megan Boswell vibes. Something's not right there. Um, when you have, hey, shot of poison, when DCS gives grandmother custody of a 20-month-old child, and she goes off and leaves that baby with the mother that they took custody away from, grandma needs to be looked at too. Every adult in that household, in my opinion, needs to be looked at. You can't blame everything on the system when the people that the system are helping aren't following the rules. I hope that makes sense. I really do. Okay. Do you guys remember Gannon Stout? Yeah, all of them need to be looked into. Every single, as we say in the South, every single cotton picking one of them need to be looked into. Let me find my picture here of precious little Gannon. Okay. I'm going to share this screen just a second. Okay. I'm going to share this screen as soon as I can get it to slide up here where I can. Case, what are you doing? You have lost your mind. Okay. I'm going to share Gannon's picture. Let's see here. I don't know why it's not letting me share Gannon's picture. Okay, we'll skip sharing Gannon's picture. Okay, Gannon was yeah, Gannon was the one of the first cases that I got really involved in. I ate, sleep, and breathed Gannon Stout's case. Gannon was an 11-year-old little boy who went missing on January the 27th from his Colorado Springs home. Now, Gannon's father, okay, Gannon's father's mother had been in the week before to visit. Gannon's father is military. Gannon's father had to fly out on Sunday for an assignment with the military. Gannon's grandmother was also supposed to fly out and go home the same day. So they actually went to the airport together. Gannon's father's flight wasn't for like 6 or 7 hours after his mom's, but he actually went to the airport just to make sure his mom got on her flight without any difficulties and just hung out at the airport. Um, there were some things that was on a Sunday. Sunday night, there were some things. There was a video of Gannon crying that Letitia allegedly recorded. Gannon saying, "I'm burnt," and he's whimpering. It's very hard to listen to. Well, come Monday morning, okay, Letitia had a daughter from a previous marriage. Her name is Harley. Gannon and his little sister came to live with Gannon's dad when Gannon's mom became pregnant in her new marriage and was a high-risk pregnancy and was on bed rest. So she asked Gannon's dad if she would take Gannon and Elena so that she would know that they were taken care of. Well, Monday, Gannon didn't go to school. There was question when Letitia returned. They went out running errands. There were questions when Letitia returned home on whether or not Gannon got out. There has since been other videos that shows yes, Gannon got out. Guys, about the time that Letitia got Gannon inside the house, she murdered Gannon. She sent Harley when Harley was 19 years old. 18 years old. When Harley got home from school and Elena got home from school, Elena was asking to see Gannon. And Letitia said, "No, Gannon's asleep in my bedroom. Don't wake him up. He's been sick." What a terrible thing to say to the sister of the victim. But anyway, Letitia sent Harley to the dollar store. Excuse me, guys, to get some cleaning supplies. She wanted baking powder. She wanted baking powder. She wanted baking powder. She wanted vinegar, carpet shampoo, you name it. Well, when Gannon's mom, who lived in South Carolina, found out what was going on, she and her brother immediately booked a flight and headed to Colorado. Letitia called 911 and reported Gannon as a runaway, or that he went to his friend's house and didn't come home, which turned into a runaway. But then her story started falling apart. Guys, it has since been revealed that when the police were there searching, she had Gannon, her 11-year-old stepson's deceased body, in the hatchback of her Tiguan, and it was backed into the garage. He was in the car, and the cop was there, and the cop shined down in, but he couldn't see anything. Yeah, Eduardo. Oh God, Eduardo. Okay, so Gannon's mom gets into Colorado and she asks Al, Gannon's dad. Gannon also in the same time, Gannon's dad Al notified the military. The military said, yes, go home, go home. You're needed at home. So he booked an emergency flight home. So when Gannon's mom got to Colorado, she asked Letitia if she could stay at their house. And she said, well, you have to ask Al about that. So she asked Al. Al said, of course. Because, I mean, excuse me, guys, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on just a moment. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. My sinuses and allergies are crazy. So, okay, so Al said, of course. Well, that made Letitia mad and she split the scene. She and Harley went and stayed in a hotel room. Now, she hid Gannon's body in some remote location. She moved this child's body, I don't know how many times, okay? So by Thursday, okay, they had confiscated Letitia's Tiguan and Harley's Volvo, and also Al's Tundra. I think he had a Tundra. They had confiscated all three vehicles. So Letitia went and rented a rental car. They confiscated it. Her aunt came into town, rented her a car. So then Letitia decided, okay, I can't stay there anymore. She used the excuse that Al's ex-wife was there. Bull crap. Bull crap, bull crap, bull crap. If your 11-year-old stepson is missing, you're going to put all the anger aside and you're going to do what's best for the child. Let me back up just a little bit and tell you how Al and Letitia got together to start with. Gannon's mother and Letitia were best friends. They played on a co-ed softball team together. Al and Letitia had an affair. Gannon's mom and Letitia were best friends. Okay, so like Thursday, Letitia rents a U-Haul, loads up what she can, and heads out. She makes some detours. She collected Gannon's body, guys. Her 11-year-old stepson, in a suitcase, collected his body. There was a convoy. She was going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where her family's at. Except she and Harley made a detour to around the Fort Walton Beach area. During this time, she threw her 11-year-old stepson's deceased body inside of a suitcase over the Escambia River Bridge. Threw him over the bridge. Threw this child over the bridge. So not coworkers, but like roadside workers and things, like that, like mow and clean up for the city and things. Hey, Glenn, thank you for being here. Found the suitcase and opened it up and found this little boy's body. He went missing on January the 27th. He was found in March of 2020 in Florida. He had been thrown off of the Escambia River Bridge. Letitia Stout was arrested. I think that was 3-2. She was arrested in March of 2020. Her trial, she has had several stints of, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to defend myself. I need an attorney. I don't need an attorney. She has pulled so many antics about not wanting to come to court that the judge in her last case wrote an order that they can use any form necessary to get her to court. The judge said, do what you have to get this woman to court. He told her, you will come to court. You will. Um, she has been charged with first degree murder, child abuse, tampering with evidence, tampering with the deceased human body. Guys, she shot Gannon in the head in his bedroom in the basement of their home. Yes, okay. When they arrested her in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and she waived extradition to come back to Colorado, I guess she had in her mind they were going to fly her back. No, 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 no. They get to somewhere around Kansas City. She attacks the mail transport. Oh, thank you, Shot of Poison, for being here. She attacks the female transport person who's transporting her back, and they had to have a little detour. She had to be stopped. They had to house her in their county jail, and the transport person had to be treated for her injuries. She grabbed a hold of her ponytail, from what I can understand, and hit the transport guard's head against the wall. She slipped out of her handcuffs and grabbed a hold of the ponytail and was hitting the woman's head against the metal railings in the transport vehicle. Now, she's claimed a lot of things while she's been in prison. Or in jail. She's had an escape plan where she was trying to get one of the housekeepers to give her a broom where she could lift the ceiling, one of the ceiling covers, and crawl out through the space and escape. She's claimed that they put poison in her peanut butter. You name it, this woman's tried it. This woman has tried it. This woman needs to stop playing games and admit what she done and be done with it. She has even claimed, okay, the night that this happened, when Gannon said, I'm burned, she claimed he turned over a candle and burned a hole in the carpet. So she allegedly went up the road to where there were some construction people at, and hired someone named, quote unquote, Eduardo to come to her house and fix it. You can't make this crap up, guys. You really cannot make this crap up. And this was in 2020. We are almost in 2023. This woman's not going to trial until 2023, March the 20th, 2023. She's hurt that family bad enough. Admit what you did. The bullet hole is in your home. You were the last person to see Gannon alive. Admit what you did. Take your consequences and let his family heal. I mean, guys, she was even like creating spam accounts on Facebook and going on and saying that she was friends with claiming that she was a quote unquote friend of Letitia, and Letitia would never do that. Oh, no, no, no. The best part, I got to tell y'all this, okay? Anybody familiar with fake polygraph? This chick tried that. She hired a fake polygraph company. She told them what the questions that she needed to pass a polygraph for. The company got smart on what she was trying to do and notified the police. This woman tried to fake a polygraph exam. She is the stuff that whores are made of. I'm telling you, she is awful, 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 awful. And what's sad is, for Harley, her daughter. Her daughter is now, I think, 21. Harley's dad passed away years ago from a heart attack. Now her mom is in prison. Oh yes, let's not forget. She is Dr. Letitia Stout because she has a doctorate degree in education. She's written numerous letters to the judge, and she always signs it Dr. Stout. And she'll always tell the judge, y'all know that, yes, Tia, I really think she's guilty. She was the last one to see Gannon alive. There are bullet fragments and bullet holes in his bedroom. There was enough blood in his bedroom and soaked through his mattress that when the coroner came to the house to investigate, they said there's no way that he could have survived his injuries. Al was in Oklahoma on a military trip. She was the only one at home with him. Yep. But she writes the judge letters periodically, and she always signs it Dr. Letitia Stout. And she always makes the judge understand that she's not as dumb as some of the others in jail. Yeah, she took a picture of him. Um, uh, at one of the I'm trying to remember the place. It was one of the places that you can go hiking near Colorado Springs. And she was trying to use that as proof that because people didn't think he came home from the hike. They went on a hike that Sunday. People were thinking he didn't even come home from the hike. He came home from the hike. Oh, when the blood was found in the house, you know what her excuse was? Or blood was found in the garage? That he did woodwork with his dad and he sometimes got cut, and that's why the blood was in the garage. She put the baby in a suitcase, the 11-year-old in a suitcase, and put him in the trunk of her Tiguan and called the police and reported him missing. He was in the Tiguan the whole time. Why not just plead guilty? Get it over with. Get it over with. Let this family rest in peace. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, guys, the next case I wanted to talk to y'all about, this one is really, really heavy on my heart as well. Some of y'all know I live in Tennessee, and this case is actually from the area where, yes, I'm sorry, Mo. Yes, I meant to say that. I had that written down. Al, when she was arraigned, Al had a court date the next day to file for divorce. Yes, Al divorced her. And when you watch them on videos and stuff, when they Al is like a death stare. He's like a death stare, like let me get to her. And Gannon's mother, they need to leave Letitia and Gannon's mother alone in the same room with each other and see which one comes out. One other thing. When Gannon was born, he weighed 10 ounces. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. He weighed a little over 1 pound. He had a 10% chance of living. He was born premature. He had a 10% chance of living. You could hold him in the palm of your hand. To think he fought his way through life to be taken out by that piece of crap. Okay, we're going to talk about Evelyn Boswell for just a little bit. Let's see here if I can take. I'm gonna turn that down. Hold just a second, guys. I don't know if that's gonna do it or not. Yeah. Yeah, it broke my heart when I found out that he had a 10% chance of living. 10%. And she took him out. Oh, one more thing. Before she killed him, she was looking up things like she was Googling things because, it was January. So Valentine's Day was coming. She was Googling things like, will my husband's ex-wife send me a Valentine's Day card for raising her children? Just things like that. She was very resentful for taking care of the kids. And I just want to tell you right now, if you're going into a marriage where there are already children involved, if you can't accept those children for being in the picture, don't marry that person. Don't. The children were there first. Don't go into that marriage thinking you're going to change things up. Nope, don't. Oh, shot of poison. Yes. My husband's family's from that area too. This case gets me too. Okay, Evelyn Mae Boswell. She was reported missing on February the 18th, 2020. Now, Evelyn's grandfather, Megan, her mother's name is Megan. Megan's dad had not seen her since November. Megan's grandmother babysat her December the 10th while Megan worked. That's the last known sighting by family of Evelyn. Um, she was Tommy, Megan's dad, got very, very upset. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? He even went to his ex-wife, like, look, I have not saw my granddaughter. Where's my granddaughter? And the ex-wife said, he said, I'm going to go to the police. She said, if you go to the police, you'll regret it. Well, Evelyn was arrested for multiple counts of false reporting. The sheriff there said literally every time that they talked to her about this case, she told a lie. Every single time. Every single time. Let's see. Wait, I need to look at one thing here. When was she? Give me just a second, guys. I thought I had this written down and I didn't. Megan even told them that Evelyn's biological father, who is in the military, had her in Louisiana. She said that her mom had her in Modesto, somewhere in Virginia, at a campsite. I mean, it was awful. So she was reported missing on February the 18th. On February the 26th. No, wait a minute. That's not right. Hold on just a minute. Let me make sure I'm telling you this right. She was taken into custody also in February of 2020. She was originally charged with false reporting. Then one day, Tommy, Megan's dad, goes, there's a building on our property that hasn't been searched yet. So he calls the police and he says, would you kindly come and search this property? This has not been searched, I don't think, and I want to cover our bases and make sure. They found baby Evelyn in a trash can inside of that building, the building that used to be Megan's playhouse when she was growing up. The child had aluminum foil around her head so tight that it had smashed her face in. She was wearing the same clothes that Megan had told the police she last seen her in. Megan is now scheduled for trial for February the 6th of 2023. She is charged with felony murder, aggravated child neglect, tampering with evidence, abuse of a corpse, and multiple Hey 71 KJC and multiple counts of false reporting. Guys, how do you do that to your child? How? How on earth? I don't get it. I don't ever want to get it. I don't ever want to know what that's like. My husband and I, because you go through things in marriage. I mean, we never thought about separating or anything, but we both had an agreement. If we ever did separate, we had to promise each other that the person we brought around our children would love them just like we loved them. And I'm going to tell you right now, it wouldn't have been pretty if we had separated, my husband brought somebody around my kids and that was mean to them. I was abused by my stepdad as a child. I was not going to let that happen to my children. No way. No, 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 no. Zilch, zero. Not happening. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to add? This was just a very brief preview. These are some things Mo and I are going to be covering tomorrow at 12 Central Standard Time. We are going to be diving into the Quentin Simmons case. And yeah, I did see with Quentin's case that a dog hit at a landfill on his scent. So they are searching the landfill for Quentin. I am in contact with a canine handler who does it for free or for donations. If she'll be called out to go do things, and it's possible that she's going to do a panel with me. She did a panel with me before on some cases involving the laundry case. And so, no. Mo, you're exactly right. Let me cover that real quick. In Tennessee, there was this little boy named Joe Clyde Daniels. Allegedly, Joe Clyde, they were saying, got out during the night. He was autistic. He got out during the night, disappeared. Well, Dad confessed to killing him. Guess what? Dad is in prison for 45 years to life for murdering Joe Clyde Daniels. And guess what? They never found his body. So they will prosecute without a body. Joe Clyde's mom is serving 18 years for child abuse, child neglect, and failure to report a death of unnatural circumstances. They will prosecute without a body. They absolutely will. I don't understand if Leilani has told them that she did this, even if she doesn't quote unquote remember it, because Joe Clyde's dad said he couldn't remember doing it. I don't understand why she doesn't have cuffs on. I don't understand why, if Billy Joe had custody of Quentin, and because Leilani couldn't take care of him, then why was Leilani with him by herself? Why isn't Billy Joe in a set of cuffs? Why isn't every adult that lives in that household in cuffs? Every adult that lived in that household knew what was going on with that child. The kids were being taken to the babysitter without milk, diapers, or pull-ups. You don't do that crap. If you don't wanna take care of your children when they're born, put them up for adoption. There are people that can't have children that would love to take your children. Yeah, I know, and I'm having a hard time with allegedly in my opinion on that case too because, mm. I'll tell y'all a little quick story before we go. My brother passed away in 2019. My, nephew, his girlfriend had a baby in, March. No, excuse me, in February. My brother died in January. Their baby was born in February. He tested positive for drugs, mom tested positive, and the dad tested positive. My sister-in-law ended up getting custody of that child and the older child. She had to sign a contract at CPS that she would not let either parent spend the night inside of her house for any reason, or she would lose those children. I'm the next person in line to get those boys if something were to happen. You don't play with a child's life. You don't do it. You don't. You absolutely do not play with a child's life like that. Mm-mm. And every adult that's in that house, that wasn't a 10,000 square foot house. That was a small house. Every every person that was in that house was responsible. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up because I told Mo we wouldn't be very long with it. Tomorrow, we're going to be covering that case really, really well. I've got let's tell you what I got because I've been digging. I've got wait a minute. I've got where Leilani was ordered to pay her mother child support for the children. And amazing, it was just filed on 10/5. The day it went through the court on 10/5. It was approved on 10/5, the day that Quentin went missing. Mom had Billy Joe had moved to evict them on September the 8th. Yeah. So the day that Quentin goes missing, there was an order approved in court for her to start paying child support. Chick, the gig is up. Confess what you've done, put your hands behind your back to prepare for the handcuffs, and take your nappy-headed butt to jail where your brother is for murder. Sorry. Abusing a child gets to me. Oh, and them saying she's not a flight risk. Hello, you're saying that she told you that she killed the kids, but she can't kill Quentin, but she can't remember doing it. How much more of a flight risk do you want? Her boyfriend has ties to Atlanta and North Carolina. She has ties to North Carolina. How much more of a flight risk do you want? Yeah, 2/3 of Billy Joe's kids are murderers. Her son is in jail for a 2011 robbery and murder, serving 23 years. And how's that grandmother going to bust up in the babysitter's house and threatening her and all that crap? I would have had her arrested myself. I really would have. She would have been arrested herself. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to work on my presentation for tomorrow. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Mo and I are going to, right now, our tentative plan. Oh, thank you, Tucker. I really appreciate you being here. Mo and I are looking at a tentative plan to start having lives at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time daily. I don't know about every Saturday and Sunday because my family's home on those days. I know I can't do it Sunday because of church, but we're going to start getting on a regular schedule of lives. We both miss it. And I went through a little depression bout when my father-in-law died, and then people mocking the way I talk. But I'm just going to say, if anyone has an issue with the way that I talk, that's your issue, not mine. My having trouble sometimes pronouncing words is, it means that I survived something that was meant to kill me. I survived a stroke. So, but I do appreciate you all. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Mo, so much. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.